So, good morning, everyone. So, welcome to today's pre-market analysis. So, I hope my screen and voice is audible to everyone. So, these levels were marked on last week. So, we didn't conduct on Monday and Tuesday as it was our Hari's marriage functions were going on. So, we couldn't conduct it. So, we will start off with today. We will start off with the fresh levels with regarding to our pivot point. So I will just mark it out quickly. So we are starting a bit late today. So as you can see, it broke down below our OI based zone, which we marked at to 25,800 levels. So right now we will mark our pivot line, and with respect to that, the levels with respect to the pivot line. So today for Nifty 50, the pivot level, like I said, 25,830. This is where the pivot line lies. So with respect to this, if you see, the support one lies at 25,740. So it is kind of near as well. 25,740. It is actually 37 to be a precise value, but we uh, rounded it off to 25,740, and support 2, let's say support 2 lies at 25,630. This is where the support 2 comes. 100 points difference, 100, 101 time. And support 3 lies at 25,540. So again, these are the three support level, and with respect to the resistance, 25,930 will be the resistance, just 100 point above, and resistance 2 it is at 26,030, and resistance 3 at 26,140. So this is where all three resistance and support comes with respect to our pivot line which we marked. We will quickly mark this away. So the zones, and we will discuss it. And it will be 25,900, and second resistance 26,030, and between 26,140. This is where our bullish zone comes, where if market moves with a good bullish momentum, then definitely we can consider our bullish zones. But as of now, we will mark the consolidation level, which will be between support 1 and resistance 1. 25,930 will be the resistance 1, and the support 1 will be at 25,740. 25,740. And on the bearish side, if we see support 1, which is at 25,740, and 25,630. So we'll mark the third support as well here, 25,540, and the pivot line lies at 25,830. First resistance 25,930. So with respect to Nifty, if you see this, these are the levels for the day. We will come and discuss back after marking our Bank Nifty levels. So with respect to Bank Nifty, if you see, Bank Nifty is running very positive. That's only because of the banking sector is outperforming. Nifty, all other segments, banking sector is outperforming. So that's why the reason behind Bank Nifty's bull trend. So we'll mark today's level. The pivot point for Bank Nifty lies at 59,150. It is 52. We marked it as, and this 150, and support 1 is where 58,950. This is where support 1 comes, and support 2 comes at 58,670, and support 3 comes at 58,470. So 200 points gap. And with respect to the resistance part, 59,430. This is where the resistance comes. First resistance 59,430, and resistance 2 comes at 59,640. 640, and resistance 3 is at 59,900. So this is where the all three support and resistance with respect to Bank Nifty, and if we mark it over this resistance, guys, am I audible? So I had an internet interruption. I hope everyone is able to see the screen and everything. So if there is any issues, please comment it. हेलो जी, आरसी आज के लिए कोई लेवल जो अच्छा प्रॉफिट दे आज के लिए लेवल अगर बता रहे तो हम मतलब देखो जो भी whatever we find out with respect to the opening, so we can consider all these levels with respect to the resistance part, with respect to resistance, or with respect to support. Wherever the market opens, if it gives a proper breakout or a breakdown with respect to, so we can confirm that breakout or breakdown with respect to the volume. So if volume supports, we can definitely pull out a trade with that particular strike. So if it is breaking, let's say that if it is breaking 59,000 level, any ATM strike or a strike below 100 or above 100 can be considered in Bank Nifty. So when it comes to the Nifty 50, I suggest you guys to trade on ATM with a minimum lot size of 1 to 2 lots maximum, and keeping your risk as 1:2. So always keep your risk manager at 1:2, and try to book your profit at partially book your profit at when it comes 1:1, and trail your risk. So this is the safest way, so we can hold for our first or second or 1:2 targets. So here we have the pre-market opening as well. So we have already marked the support and resistance. We will mark the resistance over here. So 59,430. Yesterday, last time it was 530. So this is the first resistance, and with respect to the pivot line, 59,150. Sorry. So with respect to the support one, if we see 58,950, 58,950. So these are the three levels with respect to Bank Nifty if we see. So right now, if we see on Bank Nifty, the opening is over above our pivot line. So the opportunities here we can apply to the market is when it is opening. So you can either go for the first 15 minutes range breakout, or you can wait, or you can get a pull pullback. So if the market comes down to this particular level and the tendency of bouncing back from this particular level, if you see that, then you can definitely take an entry over here and confirm that movement or directional movement with respect to the volume involved in market. Pure price action, only with price action you can validate that movement. So if it is coming down below this level, then definitely you can go for that, or else you can wait for the first 15-minute range to happen, and then the range breakout you can take an entry with respect to the direction. So this is what you can do for the day. So strike selection or a level, so that depends on which I personally prefer ATM strikes or 100, a minimum 100 different levels only. Anything more than that, we'll have this issues with the premium. The rate of movement, the gamma rate will be pretty less, so it is better to use a premium which is closer to ATM or below 100 or 100 above or below. That's what we do. So with respect to Sensex, if you see, so Sensex is exactly mirroring Nifty. You can see that over here. So I'll quickly mark the levels for Sensex today. For Sensex, the pivot line is at 84,660. So 65 it is. Let's mark it as 80. Pivot line 84,665 it is. We will mark it as 70. And support 1 lies at 84,390. This is where the first support, and support 2 lies at 84,100, and support 3 lies at 83,820. 1 lies at 84,950, and resistance 2 lies at 85,230, and resistance 3 lies at 85,510. So these are the three levels with respect to Sensex. We will mark the pivot line 84,670, and support 1 at 84,390, and resistance 1 at 84,950. So these are the levels with respect to Sensex. So we'll go back to Nifty. We'll have where the market is opening. So the pre-market is almost, so if you see here, it is almost opening like 830, 60, like a kind of flat only. So you can consider this level. So you can see that an OA level is also here. So you can consider this particular pivot point level to have a particular trade entry with respect to the direction. If it is having it, if it is giving a breakdown below this level, and if the volume sustain, then you can directly go for the bearish side trades, bearish side entries. So you can consider our S1 as first support, and you can consider S2 as the second support, and you can trail your SL with respect to these levels. So if any movement happens and come to hit our first target, which is S1, and it is moving below down, then you can trail your SL to either the pivot point where your entry comes, or either you can trail it to this particular OA level or this support one first target level, so that you can, even if it is reversing back to that particular level, you will end up in profit only. But on pivot level, you are at break even. No risk, no profit, no risk, no loss, or no profit at this particular level if it is coming back. So either if it is on a bullish side, you can consider a bounce back from this particular level and take up a trade up onto the bullish side if the markets validate it with the volume. So you can keep the resistance 1 as the first target, and 2 this particular zone as the second target zone, and you can trail the SL with respect to these levels. So we'll have a quick look at the FIA data. So FIA is net bullish for the day. So we will wait for that thing to happen. So what if the opening happen and suddenly a selling streak comes, then definitely it is gonna come down. So wait for that first 15 minute. Whoever trying to trade on a range breakout scenario or breakdown scenario, then wait for that first initial 15 minutes for the market to settle. Let the premium also settle, and after that they can trade a breakout or a breakdown on a safer side. So other than that, you can consider other people who are not into this what range breakout setups or range breakout strategy, then definitely they can utilize these levels. And as I always say, properly do your risk management. So I always prefer 1:2 risk reward trades, so that you can partially book one at 1:1 and hold the rest with a trailing SL towards second target. So this is the best way you can do on a morning momentum trade. So the market opened. Here you can see, we'll change it to 5 minute. So it is pretty volatile only, the start itself. So I hope my जी मेरा ऑडियो अभी, are you guys able to hear my voice now? Sujit, am I audible now? भी थोड़ा बुलिश रनी है, मतलब आई डोंट नो, मतलब मेरा if I don't know, I am not sure that if my audio is audible. So I hope uh, RCZ got it clear. Okay, guys, I'll wind up for the day. I'll just sorry guys, I do had a technical interruption in between our live. So what I was trying to say is properly manage your risk very well, and properly have a volume based confirmation in your trades. Every trade you take, I hope RZ said God is doubt cleared. I'm not sure that whether you heard what I said because of this interruption. So whatever levels you take, consider these levels and support your view with the volume it gives you in the price action basis. So it's similar to if we see on the particular chart itself, you will understand that if does the volume support or not, or will your movement, will your direction sustain in that way with respect to the price action. That's it. So that's what for today, guys. I wish everyone a good day. Properly manage your risk. And thank you, guys. Thank you so much.